Hello, and welcome to Lesson 16 of the Masuda Ashi Introductory course. Today will be the second lesson on the 6-color pattern scheme. The chart we're looking at here is 6501, which is Hitachi, and this is the daily chart. Now by now you should know that pink signifies an uptrend and blue signifies a downtrend. And when we have the Masuda Ashi shadows, we can clearly see that this is a pink zone, a strong uptrend, and a blue zone, strong downtrend. Now, following on from our previous lesson, lesson number 15, where we talked about the 6-color patterns, we can actually determine where uptrends and downtrends are using the 6-color pattern classification. The way we do this is by clicking this button, the zone button, which brings up the 6-color bands. There are two lines here. The bottom one is for the daily Masuda Ashi, and the upper line is for weekly Masuda Ashi. For now, we'll just be focusing on the bottom line for the daily Masuda Ashi. And referring to the 6 colors, we have the group of 3 uptrending colors, which are the white, yellow, and green colors here. And for the downtrending colors as a group, we have the 3 colors being red, blue, and gray, which this is actually defined as black. It's grey just for the screen display purposes, because if we had black on black, you wouldn't be able to see this color. Now, also in the software, we can click this small button here, LIN, for line, and actually draw lines on the chart. And then we'll just group all of the different uptrending and downtrending groups that we just looked at. Okay, and we'll also do this one for good measure. So we have white, yellow, and green here. These are the uptrending colors, and the downtrending colors, red, blue, and black. Now, if you look here at the chart as well, you can see, yes, this looks like it's an uptrend, and this also looks like it's an uptrend. This is green. This is all green, which is the strongest of all of these 6 colors. Likewise, we have red, blue, and black. Yes, we are in a downtrend here, which is what we would expect based on the color pattern classification. Just to confirm that again, with the Masuda Ashi shadows, you can see pink, and also blue here for the downtrend. Okay, well, we have a red section here, which is one of the downtrending colors. This is the end of a rise. This is like a red light warning signal that the rise could end very soon, and the pattern could go into a downtrend from here on. However, we're still in a pink zone based on the Masuda Ashi shadows. Now, the important thing here is to note that we have kind of a sideways trading range where there is some blue Masuda Ashi happening here, but the resistance from the pink zone wins out, and the chart then goes on to rise even further. However, the red emergence of red on the daily 6-color band here is different to this red, the first instance we had. As you can see, it does actually indicate the beginning of a considerable downtrend that continues thereafter. So how would we be able to know that the situation here would be different from here? The key here now is to look at the upper 6-color band line, which was for the weekly Masuda Ashi. You can see in terms of the daily we had the emergence of red here, but when we look at the weekly Masuda Ashi 6-color band colors, we have the white, yellow, and green. These are the uptrending, strong, rising colors, so you could get some assurance that the overall trend is still heading up. So this is like a temporary correction or a sideways trading range, and unless anything happens hereafter against us, that this should be strong, and which is confirmed here when we had this strong period of green in both cases. However, the emergence of red on the daily 6-color band this time, where the mouse is now, although it was green in terms of the 6-color weekly band for a few points, it then went red as well. So we have red with red, the daily went blue, and the weekly went blue, and the daily went black. So this is evidence of an overall stronger downtrend. So this highlights the importance of looking at not only the daily chart or the daily information from a Masuda Ashi perspective, it's also very important to consider other time frames at the same time and get confirming evidence. So we have the daily 6-color band on the bottom, the weekly 6-color band on the top. We look at both of those in the relationship together, as well as the daily chart. Here we have for Masuda Ashi. You can also see we have the weekly and the monthly charts as well. So you can spot at a glance, you can see all of this information in front of you at once. If you actually wanted to look at the weekly and monthly charts in more detail, you could click each of these and it would bring them into the main screen respectively. We won't do that for now because it will wipe out my yellow lines here. Now, let's have a look further at the significance of each of these colors, the 6 colors. Each of these colors are actually assigned an alphabet letter as well. White is the F pattern, yellow is the A pattern, green is the B pattern, red is the C pattern, blue is the D pattern, and black is the E pattern. So the best pattern is green, which is B, and the worst pattern is black, which is E. These are basically the opposite of each other. Now, just before we go into the definition explanation, just have a look at the line where we've drawn these yellow lines down here. These aren't all of the lines, but you can see that the line coincides with the crossing over of one Masuda Ashi time frame line over another. In this case, the short-term Masuda Ashi line has crossed over the medium-term Masuda Ashi line, but still remains below the long-term Masuda Ashi line. Here's another crossover here where we have the short-term, which is already above the medium-term, but it's now crossing over the long-term line. And likewise, the medium-term line here, the medium-term line here crosses over the long-term line, and we have short, medium, long. Here we had short, long, medium, and here we have long, medium, short. Just keep this in mind, and we'll have a look at the more descriptive diagram right now. Here we have a diagram of the 3 uptrending pattern colors and the 3 downtrending pattern colors together. As I just mentioned, the F pattern is the end of a downtrend. This is the white color here. A pattern is the initial rise, which is the yellow color, and the B pattern is an uptrend, the best color pattern, and this is green. And you can see, just using B as an example here, the green, we have the short-term Masuda Ashi line is above the medium term, which is also above the long term. So short, medium, long. This is the best strong uptrend rising pattern. And conversely, if we look directly below that, we have the E pattern, which is black, where we have the opposite to the B pattern. In this case, at the top we have the long term, then in the middle the medium term, and short term at the very bottom. So this is the weakest or the strongest declining color pattern, or the worst pattern. And respectively, you can see F, A, B here, C, D, E, and the respective relationships. Please take a look at when you have some time and familiarize yourself with all of these 6 colors, the letters assigned to them, and the relative positioning of the short, medium, and long-term Masuda Ashi lines. At the very least, please remember that B is the strongest, where we have the short term above the medium term above the long term, and also please remember the E pattern is the worst, where we have the short term below the medium term below the long term. If you remember these two, then you can basically work out what the rest are. Also, in terms of colors, F, A, B, you might be thinking, well, why doesn't it start something like A, B, C? Well, this is just how it turned out, but you can think in terms of the good or the uptrending pattern colors are F, A, B for fabulous, and the remainder, C, D, E, are the downtrending worst patterns. Also, on the website we have a flash video demonstration where you can actually watch where the software will show you the respective differences between the Masuda Ashi lines and how they change and cross over. I'll just bring that up now. Here's the screen I was talking about. Now I'll just set this to play, and you can watch the different color patterns. We have black here, the downtrend, where we have long above medium above short. However, the short-term line crosses the medium-term line in a golden cross. And this goes pretty quick, so I'll just stop talking while it goes. Now we're into the rise. We had the first white and now yellow, and then we're going into the green, where we have short-term above, medium-term above long-term. This is the green B pattern, best pattern. And we have the red light warning signal. This short-term has gone below the medium-term, still above the long-term at that point, but signifying the beginning of an impending decline, which is in fact what happened. So watch this again when you have a chance. Confirm and study this pattern, the patterns on this diagram. Uptrending FAB, white, yellow, green, downtrending CDE, red, blue and black. That's all for this lesson, lesson number 16. I look forward to seeing you again in lesson number 17. Thank you. Goodbye.